Well, these recommendations are far-reaching and will need funding, and today the Executive Council saw the framework for dealing with New Hampshire's heroin problem. After his first 100 days in office as the state's drug czar, Jack Wozmak presented his 22-part plan for battling New Hampshire's heroin epidemic to the Executive Council. Wozmak says the state has to fundamentally do three things: stop creating addicts, treat those who are addicted, and teach children about the dangers of drugs.
My work so far has built collaborative relationships with people who want this to happen. This is a list of doable items that most of these partners couldn't achieve on their own.
The plan contains a variety of ideas, like increasing the availability of the anti-overdose drug Narcan, an initiative that has already started, and provide treatment for prison inmates who are being released into the community. But many of the proposals center around treatment for those who are addicted, and that takes money.
One of the most important things we can do, really the most important thing we can do, is reauthorize Medicaid expansion, because that brings hundreds of millions of dollars into the state of New Hampshire, and included in that is coverage for substance abuse.
The scope of the battle against heroin is at a level never seen before in New Hampshire. Manchester was recently involved in a two-state bust that involved multiple kilos worth millions of dollars. Some have criticized Wozmak for not being more visible in the face of this crisis, and he told the Executive Council Wednesday he will do a better job communicating what he's doing. This plan is a start, but there are no easy solutions.
Over time, we've got to stop creating new addicts, and I think over a period of years you'll see improvements. Some will be quick and some will take a lot of time.
This proposal would also increase the number of prescription medication take-back boxes in the state and make drug enforcement data more readily available to police. Reporting live, I'm Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.